With big-ticket items like pension and gratuity still hanging in the balance, public workers on Friday are being asked to decide whether they are satisfied with the leadership of current President Rachel Roberts or whether contender Brian Grimes should champion their cause. Grimes seemingly has the advantage, having the support of 4 members already confirmed on the executive with their position uncontested. On Wednesday, looking at the pitfalls of the union under different representation, Grimes and his group of officers presented their vision to the media on where they intend to take the union.
Whole lot of difference. The last 2 years has been filled with a lot of sloganeering, stand firm, we can do it, but it has not translated to actual benefits for workers. At the negotiating table, for one, I have seen that we, based on the current leadership style, go to the table with high emotionalism. Like my good brother here alluded to, it is important that you go to the table with a sober mind, respectful attitude, and statistics and data that will lend to the improvement of benefits for workers. So one, we'll have database, sober negotiations. 2, we will have a very, very well-gelled and cohesive team going forward so that we can work together in the interests of workers instead of there being a separation between the head and the body. We work beautifully together.
Unchallenged, Devon Francis is ready to continue serving as first vice president of the P.W.U. for the period 2019 to 2020.
Child of God and a servant of men. And that to me is important. I've always dedicated a life to the service of humanity. And being in that position is something that I'm very excited about. In the sense that there is a great passion for workers' rights. There's a great passion for less fortunate people. And there is no better time than now where such attributes can go a long way for our brothers and sisters.
Second Vice President Finbar Thomas believes the union can do more in terms of investments. Getting the youthful population involved in the activities of empowerment is his intent. Going to the negotiating table, he says, requires a different approach.
When we go to the negotiating table, we need to have mutual respect, mutual understanding for one another. So I believe we need to take an approach of humbleness. There will be time when we will have to be reactive, but I believe in exhausting all humbleness, exhausting all proactiveness. Relationship is key, and you cannot go to a table to negotiate with your hands and your fists up to kick and cuff. We need to sit down, rationalize, understand each other, build relationship, and I'm not saying that we won't be objective. I'm not saying that we are going to be yes people. I'm not saying that we are going to bow our heads, but we are going with mutual understanding and respect because we deal with a wide variety of workers.
Also unchallenged and ready to continue serving is Secretary Agnes Agatha Alexis, who admitted that the union has not lived up to expectations in the past and is optimistic that this team will make a difference. Facing the electorate as Assistant Secretary Margaret Goddard says she would take it upon herself to see lower category workers receive instruments of appointments. As it now stands, she sees this as a challenge in them obtaining loans as well as other benefits. Public workers will begin voting this Friday from 8 a.m. Chrislina John, GBN News.